Yo, 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 what's going on? What's happening? Everyone watching. Oh, frick, I forgot to grab my phone. Ugh. Okay. Yo, oh gosh. Anyone watching this after it gets uploaded? What's going on? Today we're watching and reacting to the Capcom showcase today. And, originally I had no plans to react to this. I mean, I woke up like a little over, well, I guess about 2 hours ago at this point. I don't know why I slept so late, but I had no plans to react to this because I don't think anything crazy is gonna show up. But I don't know. I've been seeing a lot of people talk recently on Twitter and stuff saying, "Oh man, well, I don't know. They just expect like some things to be there. I don't know. I don't know if they're getting their hopes up too high or whatever, but I said, you know what, whatever. I mean, I like a lot of Capcom stuff, you know. I don't necessarily play all of it, but I like Resident Evil. I like hearing stuff about Mega Man. I like hearing stuff about Devil May Cry. I like a lot of their stuff. I've never played it. I've never seen it, but Dino Crisis always seems pretty interesting to me because it's Dino Dino Resident Evil basically. So I don't know. I saw people like more than likely just getting their hopes up too high that there's going to be something. Get out of here, headset. I don't know why my headset thinks that. Even though I'm talking, it's like automatic shutdown. No, I don't want you to do that. But what was I saying? I don't know. Some people are getting their hopes up that there's going to be something Dino Crisis related. I doubt it. Um, I don't know. It might be a good time. This is the only thing I'm reacting to today, though, because everything else I straight up was not interested in. And let me just go back up here to my to the list here. You see, I mean Razor, I don't care. Ven, I don't know who that is. Freedom Games, never heard of them. Indie Showcase, interesting idea, but turns out they didn't showcase really anything interesting there. So I'm not. I mean, they did show interesting stuff, but nothing that I would like be excited about. So I'm glad I didn't react to that because that would have been the only other thing I would react to today. Mythical Games, have no idea what that is. Take Two Interactive, that could literally be anything. And as far as I know, they didn't reveal GTA 6, so I don't care. Intellivision, what the frick is Intellivision doing nowadays? Verizon, who cares? So basically, the only thing today that I was sort of interested in was Capcom's. So yeah, and I'm just gonna leave this on screen for a bit before we get started. Ah, man. And as I Ms. Kiff's Schooled is on. I don't know what that is, but okay. But as you see, I mean, before this started, I made the thumbnail for it, and I mean, yeah. I mean, look at all these layers that I've used throughout making all the thumbnails for this. My thumbnails took effort, okay? This one, not so much, I'll admit. This one was pretty easy. I just got the PNG of the Capcom logo, put stroke on it, and then made the word showcase. Got a font for it and put the word and put a stroke on it, white stroke. So yeah. Hmm. Well, Hootin' Down, you stopped by, and that's something. Surprised, because not even I thought I'd be here reacting to this today, but I guess we are. I didn't even take a shower last night. I probably look like garbage, but yeah, I just got up. I saw people talking about this. They think They hope for some stuff, so I say, well, frig it. I guess I'll react to it. I hope the audio is gonna end up good for it. Mostly super excited for Nintendo's showcase tomorrow, Direct. Nintendo Direct and the Treehouse and all that. What are people saying? Devil May Cry 6? I doubt it. That'd be really soon. Friday Night Funkin' 8. RE4 Remake. RE4 Remake could show up. I bet you Capcom would have been at PlayStation's if PlayStation had their own thing. Herlock Sholmes. Mega Man, Mega Man, Mega Man. It'd be weird if they don't do anything Mega Man. Like, I don't know why Mega Man has been so inactive in recent years. Like, Mega Man 11 came out in like 2018. Since then, there hasn't been anything, and even before then, there was basically nothing except for collections. So I don't know what's wrong with Mega Man. It's weird because you look back on the NES, and there are 6 Mega Man games on the NES. 6. And then there's like, including Mega Man X, there's like probably like 5 or 6 on the SNES. Mega Man X is basically Mega Man, but with a few more bells and whistles. And there was a good number on like the PS1. I don't know. Just started falling out. But what are my hopes for it? I don't know. I don't know what the heck they're gonna do with RE8. I've heard that RE8 is gonna have like DLC or something, maybe, but I don't know what they could do for that. Resident Evil 4 remake could be interesting, but not getting my hopes up for that. I don't care about Monster Hunter, but there's definitely gonna be something Monster Hunter here, and hmm, there could be a Marvel vs. Capcom. I don't know. Gex, Gex. Hmm. Oh, man, I'm tired. I don't understand. I ended up sleeping like 10 hours or something. It's ridiculous. Didn't mean to, but it happened. It annoys me that Resident Evil Code Veronica didn't get a remake. It should have got a remake before RE4 did. But whatever. Poo Poo? Is Poo Poo gonna be announced? Gex. Ooh, a verified account said RE4 remake. Does that mean anything? Revelations 3 would be pretty cool. I was gonna refresh it because I don't know what the heck's going on. It's supposed to start at 5:30. Well, it says 5:30 there, but my time is actually 4:30 right now. Failski bum says Ace Attorney. Yeah, there's probably gonna be something great Ace Attorney Chronicles or whatever the freak it's called. I've never played Ace Attorney. Mommy Milkers, Juan. Oh man. Any minute now. I like how Hootendow came in here to comment one thing and then noped out of here. Okay. What is going on? YouTube. Yeah. What? Oh, there. Wonderful. Okay, let me check this audio before anything. Also, that's an interesting Capcom logo thing. Introduction. Okay, the audio seems fine. Is that gonna be their new intro?
Welcome to the Capcom E3 Showcase. I'm your host, Rachel Querico, aka Seltzer, and I'll be your guide as we walk through the latest releases,
has
news,
a
and
Claire
updates from
jacket
Capcom.
on.
We'll hear from the Resident Evil Village team, share some news from the world of Monster Hunter, and get the latest on Ace Attorney. Then we'll wrap up with some updates from our friends at Capcom Fighters. So what are we waiting for? Let's get started. Our first stop today, Resident Evil Village. The Resident Evil franchise continues to pioneer the latest and greatest in survival horror. The team has been blown away by the response to Resident Evil Village, which launched last month. It brought the world another chapter in this decades-long story as the franchise celebrates its 25th anniversary this year. I'm honored to be able to introduce Tsuyoshi Kanda, producer on Resident Evil Village, with a special message for the fans.
Another time.
Ugh. Let me Dimitrescu.
There's nothing to fear.
Where's Rose? She's everything to me.
I think it's time you left things in my hands.
I don't wonder if they're gonna show any spoilers.
Hi everyone, my name is Tsuyoshi Kanda, producer on Resident Evil Village. I wanted to take this opportunity to thank everyone who's played since we launched the game in May. We hope you're
And thank you for speaking English. No, but I really do appreciate it. Anytime a Japanese developer takes the time to speak English.
To our online multiplayer title, Resident Evil Reverse, where players go head-to-head with their favorite Resident Evil heroes and bioweapons.
I've never seen gameplay of this.
Reverse will go live next month across all supported platforms. So head into the fray to celebrate the Resident Evil 25th anniversary.
It's just dumb to me. Like, I wish they'd make a standalone multiplayer thing rather than just trying to tack it onto all their mainline releases. Popular demand development has just started on additional DLC for Resident Evil Village. More info later. I thought that was already a thing that was decided. I didn't know it was just due to popular demand.
That wonderful update. Next up, some long-awaited news from the world of Monster Hunter. Whether it's adventuring alongside monsters or battling them with friends, we've got something for you. First, let's dive into the brand new story-based RPG entry to the series, Monster Hunter Stories 2: Wings of Ruin.
Jeez, okay, give me a seizure, gosh.
This was his fate. Red may have been strong and skilled, but against the awesome power of nature, he was merely a man. He never stood a chance.
All around, things just kept getting worse. But I heard that Guardian Ratha had survived and returned to Hekolu Island. I went there to see Red's old Monsty again.
Monsty. It laid an egg.
Then, of course, that's when I met you.
There's
You were
something.
given Red's kinship stone and now a Rathalos egg. This is destiny.
This is the legendary monster, Ray's Wing Ratha, the monster with the wings of ruin.
It's said that a beat of its wings can bring about waves of destruction.
Many Many people believe there's a connection between the strange happenings and the wings of ruin. The pits are appearing everywhere, and they're emitting a strange light.
What's this whole idea of forming kinship with monsters? How do you control them?
It's not about control. Monsters help riders of their own will.
So this is How to Train Your Dragon, basically.
The bonds between monsters and riders are just like your bond with Tsukino.
What kind of power does Ratha really have? Why are all of these pits appearing? And who are those people who want to take Ratha for themselves? All I have are questions.
If there's worry or doubt in your voice, Ratha will become anxious too. He needs to know that you will protect him no matter what.
I can sense the flames of his life force weakening. The burden of such great power is too much for his body to bear.
A voice. Can you hear it?
Riders
I can't hear it.
with monsters. Surely you can groove with fellow humans.
You can groove with fellow humans.
They're friends. They're monsties. Humans carry the strength of everyone they meet. That makes them strong. My friends here taught me that. I believe in the strength of humanity.
Listen, I understand a lot of people love Monster Hunter. It's like one of their favorite series, but it's just not my thing. Oh. Free title updates. Oh. Amiibo, okay, I get it. Why you gotta have so many splash screens?
Looks pretty epic, right? And how about that announcement? The canine companion Palamute from Monster Hunter Rise will be joining Monster Hunter Stories 2 as one of the new monsties in the first free title update coming soon after the game's release. You can get an early peek at the game.
She looks
with
too
the
happy.
Monster Hunter Stories 2 Wings of Ruin trial version starting on June 25th, which also carries your progress over to the full game release just a few weeks later on July 9th. That's not the only way to join the hunt. Millions of you made Monster Hunter Rise a huge success earlier this year, and we have even more content coming, including a new collaboration on the Rise. Let's find out more.
I've heard it's sold really well.
Let's go! This is for my fellow hunters!
Rathalos is no run.
So you get crossover content.
Get ready. I have a good feeling. What will it be? Moon's blessing emerged.
I have really nothing to say here. Whoa, was that a penguin?
You think you can take on Rondine?
Penguins are epic. Some people must be going crazy, but
There has never been a better time to be a Monster Hunter fan, with all the new updates to Monster Hunter Rise and the launch of Monster Hunter Stories 2 this summer. We can't wait to hear about your own stories of adventure. Well, that's not the only thing Capcom has in store for us this July. Fans of Phoenix Wright will have new chapters to explore with the
Indeed.
release of the Great Ace Attorney Chronicles. North American and
I'm more
European
open to
future
Ace
attorneys
Attorney, I
will
would say.
finally be able to get their hands on the Great Ace Attorney Adventures and the Great Ace Attorney 2 Resolve, which were previously only available in Japan. You'll travel back in time to the late 19th century Japan and London to play as Ryunosuke Naruhodo, Phoenix Wright's ancestor, in this action-packed prequel. Now let's hear more about the story.
So then, let us unravel this mystery.
well, at least that transition didn't give me a seizure.
Welcome to the center of the world. Great Britain's mighty capital, London.
This country is incredible. I will become a lawyer. I have to.
Okay, well, it's only gonna take a few years of law school.
Let us unravel this mystery and discover what events led to this curious murder.
Who are you?
Herlock Sholmes. You must have heard of him.
Herlock Sholmes.
We must solve this case.
That's
one way or
actually
another.
someone's name.
Let us engage in the art of deduction, Mr. Naruhodo. Well, what have we here?
Well, if he's not a lawyer yet, you gotta go to school first. You gotta spend a few years. So is that what we're doing in this game? Just going to school for 4 years?
Objection! Your testimony completely contradicts the facts.
Egads.
Objection! My lord, with all due respect, this is an outrage!
You're the best lawyer in the world.
Just one of those things where it's like, it's so weird that it's gotten mass
So we have
attention
10
just
new cases
playing as a
and
lawyer.
8 mini escapades where you can take on the role of a defense attorney. Now, we all want to see some gameplay, right? Let's take a closer first look
I'm
at
okay.
2 gameplay features new to the franchise in the Great Ace Attorney Chronicles: Dance of Deduction and Summation Examination.
Hello, I'm Jonathan, Capcom's marketing brand manager for the Great Ace Attorney Chronicles.
I'd say tone it down, you're a little too happy.
Capital of Great Britain.
Where to?
The Supreme Court in Whitehall, if you wouldn't mind.
The Capcom team is thrilled to present 2 new gameplay features, Dance of Deduction and Summation Examination, coming to the Ace Attorney series.
So like during the middle of a court trial, you're just gonna start like dancing like, whoo, yeah, I'm feeling it, okay.
Prove your client's innocence. Players will come across conspicuous situations that require further examination with the help of Ryunosuke's legal aid Suzato and the brilliance of deduction from Detective Herlock. Herlock will proceed to present his logic and reasoning spectacular, a grandiose yet flawed series of conjectures.
And there's an enormous pairs of shears in your hand. What are you talking about? He has all kinds of facial hair.
Ryunosuke and Susato will then discuss to correct the flaws in Herlock's deductions.
Well, yeah, but you say that. If he's like a big war revolutionary, what if he just pulled a gun on you and killed you? Killed all of you in there. And then got away. Like, that'd be his best chance of getting away with it. Be dumb of him, just be like, oh goodness, you caught me. Oh well, take me to court.
His deductions based on the new information. Upon uncovering the truth, Ryunosuke and Herlock enter into a semi-metaphorical, semi-literal dance that brings them to the conclusion of the dance.
Semi-metaphorical, semi-literal. You're a woman. Okay. Just so happened to be on the backside of the same newspaper. See, now ballerina is much less likely to kill you because you've found out.
In courtroom battles, players will attempt to convince 6 jurors of the innocence of their client. Their progress will be displayed and represented by 2 scales of justice, one black, representing a guilty verdict.
Why do you have a knife
representing
in
a
court?
Objection!
Certainly you don't need that.
Summation Examination. Take the stand to face off against the jurors, all of whom provide explanations as to why they've reached their guilty verdict.
My man, it has that stretchy flower.
You'll have to identify conflicting statements and sway the jury in your favor. Examine each statement carefully and select 2 contradicting jurors to call out the flaws in their logic.
You better watch out with that knife.
Objection!
What?
Be ready to provide evidence from the court record to help prove the contradiction in their claims. When you successfully point out one of these contradictions among the jurors, you might just change their minds, too. With a slam of their fist, each juror you persuade will send a fiery ball towards the scales above and literally tip the scales of justice in your favor. Bring each contradiction to light and persuade the jury to help prove your client's innocence.
Objection! My lord, with all due respect, this is an outrage!
This has just been a small taste of the exciting new gameplay features
We've
Great Ace Attorney
won.
Chronicles. We are very excited to get this game in the hands of both new fans and diehard fans alike. Thanks for watching.
It already seems like I have a bunch of games to catch up on. There are some exciting new adventures and titles to look forward to. Well, that's a look at the new premieres from Capcom, but what about esports? Let's close out today's showcase with a few words from 2 of the stars of Capcom fighters, Rob TV and Vicious.
Don't tell me you're actually going to end with just
Including
esports.
updates on the Capcom Pro Tour, Intel World Open, Street Fighter League, and all the other content on Capcom Fighters. Over to you guys.
What's going on, everybody, and welcome to the Capcom esports presentation for E3 2021. My name is Vicious, commentator for the Capcom Pro Tour as well as Street Fighter League, here with competitive Street Fighter V player and host extraordinaire, Hollywood, Rob TV. What's going on, Rob?
Oh my goodness, Vicious, host extraordinaire. That just sounds beautiful. It has a ring to it.
My man's
And I
got
think that's the
style,
perfect
that's
word
for
to
sure.
describe what we have for everyone today. Street Fighter V, Capcom E3, it just feels right and you feel the electricity in the air. Nice! Nice! What? That was nasty! And there might be some people at home, Vicious, who don't fully know what competitive Street Fighter V is. The long and the short of it is this. We travel all around the world, state to state, country to country, and we try to bring our opponent's life bar from 100 all the way down to 0 and feel pretty goddamn good doing it.
That's right, Rob. If you think you're the best,
No duh.
sign up for Capcom Pro Tour to prove it and become possibly a world champion at Street Fighter V.
The double perfect, the way he looked at the camera like... Don't ever expect another man's controller.
So in this year's CPT overall, it's a series of tournaments that have $5,000 on the line for each tournament, but that money alone, that's not what's really at stake here. It's about making it to the granddaddy of them all, Capcom Cup.
If only there was an official Nintendo Smash stuff, rather than just like one-off tournaments with like items and crap.
All of its glory, the Capcom Pro Tour 2021 official stage and set, and that's a place that you are very...
I'm not a fan of the traditional fighting game, like Street Fighter, Tekken, Mortal Kombat.
And speaking of, the Capcom Pro Tour has shaped up a lot. 2021, we have 32 events going on in the Capcom Pro Tour, spanning across 19 different territories. So there's so many opportunities for players from around the world to get that ticket into Capcom Cup this season. I'm absolutely excited because, again, that is a big change from what 2020 was into what we could expect for 2021.
And Mago is your first qualifier for Japan for the Capcom Pro Tour.
Not only can you catch the Capcom Pro Tour live on the Capcom Fighters channel, you can do so on a plethora of platforms. We have it on Twitch, YouTube, Twitter, and Facebook. Of course, if you don't catch it live, you can also check
Smash is the only fighter that I'm into.
Successful Street Fighter V player, as well as catching some of the community-focused content that we have on Capcom Fighters. We have
I just like platform brawlers much better than traditional fighters, because it's just more interesting to me.
We do have Street Fighter League that's happened season after season, non-stop action, 6 teams of 3, duke it out in this battle tournament series.
Those types of games just, to me, it's just all about combos, set combos that you figure out.
We only have 1v1 content, but now you actually have your teammates at your back, and every decision that you make is not just about you.
I know you need to know when to duck and block and, you know, dash back and all that, but
He checks the movement. What's happening?
It's so good. Let's not forget, the Intel World Opening is happening right now. Top players representing 11 regions around the world are competing for their place in the World Finals happening next month. Be sure to check out the official website for more information, including current standings and broadcast schedule.
To commemorate this event, everyone who logged in during this period will receive an exclusive competitor title and dojo object. You do not want to miss this.
I highly recommend everyone to stay tuned for future Capcom Pro Tour updates on the Capcom Fighters channel.
And again, we've had so many events so far. We started off with the Japan region. We've had a couple of more events going on afterwards, but the action does not stop. In fact, we're going to be continuing off with the Midwest region for the Capcom Pro Tour. I know you're definitely excited about that.
100%. I mean, of course, your boy is from Ohio. Make sure you guys tune in to see the tournament.
You do not want to miss some of the best Street Fighter V players in the world compete head-to-head.
So it's you. I dare you to find better Street Fighter. I dare you.
This is a game about being a world warrior. Capcom College Tournament play.
Obviously, they got a rivalry. I'm the best in the world.
This game has changed the lives.
Don't tell me they're actually going to end with this. If they end with this, then this is the worst presentation this year. Talking about 0 reveals.
This is the ultimate Street Fighter V experience. This is Capcom Pro Tour.
They just be talking about games that were already revealed.
Thanks, guys. It's been a really exciting season so far, and I can't wait to see how this plays out on the road to Capcom Cup. Remember to check out Capcom Fighters' Twitch and YouTube channels for more information and to watch the latest matches. So that's a wrap for Capcom at E3 this year. Let's recap what we all saw. Resident Evil Village is back with the latest installment of the survival horror experience and RE-verse as part of the franchise's 25th anniversary. We have new adventures
Already knew
to embark on
everything
in the
about
world of
that.
Monster Hunter with Monster Hunter
Sure,
Stories
you gave
2,
updates on
Wings
those
of Ruin,
games. I mean, that's
and
cool.
Monster Hunter Rise. And
But
don't forget to go back
I already
in time
knew
with the
about both
great
of them.
Ace Attorney Chronicles to tap into the family history.
Already
of
knew
Phoenix
totally
Wright
about
and
this
solving
game.
cases. Finally, don't miss out on the esports fun. Make sure you catch
And
the
this
latest
isn't even
matches with Capcom
an announcement.
fighters. There really is something for everyone here today. But don't go anywhere yet. Join the conversation on Twitter and make sure you check out the Capcom virtual booth on the E3 portal to watch all these videos again and more. I'm Rachel Querico, aka Seltzer. Thank you for being part of the Capcom experience at E3 this year.
Because I got nothing wrong. Cyvatris, this does not look like Resident Evil 9 Dimitris Thighs. Agreed, feel like I wasted my time completely. I had no plans to react to anything today, but I saw people online saying, you know, we at least have this to look forward to, and I knew that like all three of these were gonna be here, but I didn't think that was gonna be it. It's not Resident Evil 9 Dimitris Thighs. That's for sure. So, again, I'm okay with all of that stuff, but that's supplementary content to an actual reveal. 0 reveals? 0 reveals. Nothing totally new. Not a single new game. Not a single new, like, full thing. I'm done this. Yeah. That was... And there you go. That was the official end. What was the point? What was the point of any of that? We knew about literally everything. Like, we knew that there was going to be eventually, you know, more stuff showing off for Monster Hunter because it's coming out soon, the Monster Hunter stories. We basically knew that there was going to be, you know, RE8 stuff, like DLC, probably. And they didn't even show it off, by the way. They just announced that there will be DLC. And RE-verse, literally nothing new other than that it's coming to all platforms, I guess, or whatever. And nobody even plays RE-verse. And then, what else was there? And then the Great Ace Attorney. I mean, sure, they revealed new features in the game that, I mean, I've never played the game, but yeah, it doesn't matter that much. It's not like you revealed like a whole new story section. I mean, I guess they did or something like that, they said. I don't know. RE-verse will definitely not be garbage and will definitely have a longer life than other multiplayer RE games. Definitely. That's right, dude. That's right, you know? I mean, there's definitely at least more than 5,000 people on every day. If they made their own like Resident Evil multiplayer game, standalone, high effort, high budget, then I could see it going well, but they keep on just tacking on these multiplayer games onto their mainline games and expecting everybody to be hyped for it. And yeah, I thought that what was the one that was packaged in RE3 Remake? I forget the name of it. But at least that one had a cool idea and was a cool concept. I mean, because it was basically, in a way, sort of like a Left 4 Dead type. And it could have been really cool. If that was a standalone game with a much higher budget, it could have been really cool. But it ended up being nothing. The only DLC that it ever got were Leon and Jill, and then that was it. Only multiplayer we need in RE is co-op. Well, I mean, yeah, co-op would be the best, but I mean, I feel like a interesting multiplayer game could go a long way. Again, and Resistance, yeah, Resistance could have been great. Resistance could have been great if it was standalone, had a higher budget, and was given a lot more time. But yeah, and then yeah, I mean, Resident Evil, a new Outbreak would be something, but I guess they're not gonna make a new Outbreak, even though that would be a pretty interesting thing to see. And heck, no Revelations 3. Like, I guarantee you they're working on something that they could have shown off, but they just didn't. I don't know. What was the point of that, basically? What was the point? All those things could have been announced on Twitter, like, immediately, all together at the same time, and there would have been nothing. Whackcom, yeah. Well, I am gonna upload this because at least I gave some interesting commentary. But at least I tried to. And yeah, I don't know. IGTG to go. Freak these. Okay. Well, yeah, I mean, I'm about to end the thing too. I mean, again, closing thoughts, that was totally pointless. That was totally pointless. That was even more pointless than the Gearbox show, because at least they actually talked about the Borderlands movie, and that was a totally new talk. And at least the Borderlands thing had like an interesting presentation going on, like Gearbox University. I don't know why I keep saying Borderlands. It was Gearbox. Gearbox University. And they showed off new screenshots for that Tiny Tina game. Annoying that they showed the same trailer, but I guess, you know, some people might not have watched Summer Game Fest, so I don't know. I would say so far, the ones that I've watched, Capcom's at the bottom, then Gearbox, then let's see, then Square Enix, because I thought the Avengers thing was pretty cool, or the Guardians of the Galaxy thing was pretty cool. But other than that, oh, and I thought Final Fantasy 1 through 6 was really, really cool, but apparently it's only going to be on PC and mobile. I don't know, it's so dumb. Because I want to play the first 6 games and I want to do it on my PlayStation. And then after Square Enix, it's Ubisoft, which I actually liked Ubisoft's a lot. I thought Ubisoft, there was nothing bad. There was nothing bad about Ubisoft's. It was just games that I wasn't, you know, too interested in. And yeah, I like Ubisoft's more than most people. And then Xbox and Bethesda had a pretty good showcase. Again, not a lot of games that I personally was interested in, but yeah. Oh, I forgot to add in Summer Game Fest. Okay, Summer Games Fest goes. I can't even remember what all was shown off at Summer Games Fest, other than Elden Ring. Summer Games Fest wasn't great. I would say Summer Games Fest is below Ubisoft. So, yeah. But that's it. Yeah, that's my ranking so far. I'm almost positive that Nintendo's going to be number 1. I mean, I got a great feeling about it. I mean, if all they have to do is show off Breath of the Wild 2 and show off new Smash characters, then it's already like really high up there. And if we get like 1, 2, 3 more games, like totally new games announced, then that's automatically number 1 for me right there. But we'll see. I'll show up for Nintendo's tomorrow. That will be a lot of fun to watch. It's just gonna be me. I'm not gonna bring anyone in here to talk. I'm just gonna do it myself, and hopefully that'll be the best reactions that I've had at E3 this year. So yeah, we're gonna go. See y'all later. We'll be uploading on YouTube later, and on my Twitch. Go to my Twitch, by the way. Everybody go to my Twitch. And yeah, bye.